friends, and welcome back to the channel. As you probably saw in the last video, we have another cruise contract, and so I have started shopping for it because there were things that I always had in the back of my mind, like, oh, I'm going to get that when I have another contract. I was either waiting for it to go on sale or to actually have the offer and know when the date is, but both of those things have happened at once because, as you know, I got my offer for Icon of the Seas at the moment. Fingers crossed it stays the same. And the Afterpay sales have started. So the first package has arrived. I've got lots of stuff arriving at different times, but the plan is I'll just hop on whenever stuff comes and show you what it is. This is a bit of a random one to kick it off with. It was because it was also something that I thought I would use in my current life before needing it for the ship. So something I've thought a lot about since getting home from my first contract was like, what little things could I do or bring that would bring, I guess, sort of the comforts of home to my life on the ship so that I wouldn't be missing out on it. This is one of them. So this is what I wanted to purchase. What it is a mini matcha shaker. So it's a little container, and at the bottom it's got these ridges, and so you put water up to the line and then your matcha powder in. It's like a little protein shake bottle, but it's for matcha, and you shake it like this and it makes it all foamy, just like you've done it with a whisk or one of the electric zhuzh things, and then you can just pour it over milk and ice. So I'm thinking when I'm on the ship and I want a little fun drink that's not an iced coffee, because also, at least on Spectrum, the coffee wasn't amazing either. Like, it was good enough, but it wasn't Australia level coffee. And with my purchase, I also bought some matcha to make it worthwhile. So we're going to try it. I haven't tried that type of matcha before. From Uji, Japan. I was looking on the website at the matchas, and they had one from Kagoshima, which is where we went on my first contract. So I think we're going to skip ahead to a video tomorrow of me trying this one out. That's like a little cheat at getting a discounted matcha on the ship, and then I can take my fun little drink up to work depending where I am at. So let's skip ahead to future Michelle. Alright, fast forward to the future. It's the next day, Saturday. I've just gotten home from Zumba, which is why I'm sweaty. I'm not sure if you can see my back sweat. We're going to try out the matcha shaker. I'm just going to put some tap water in up to the line, and now I'm currently using matcha sachets, which funnily enough, Ito En is the brand of iced green tea that I used to always buy in Japan when I went off in port, and I'd never made that connection until I was googling the website. This is how it's looking. I'm gonna put on the lid. Are we ready? Looks good. I'm gonna keep going. I think it's said like 20 times. I haven't been counting. There's no clumps there. Like, this sort of design definitely does do what it claims to do. Okay. And set E does the job. It actually looks more frothy than usual, so that's kind of fun. I am happy with my purchase. Actually, side note, I did just remember another purchase that I made for the ship but could also be used for this life, and I'm actually wearing them right now. So let me show you. I will show you these pants. Also, please ignore my outfit. This is what I wear to work because it's literally in a warehouse and we get dirty and messy, so I just wear the most random outfits. These pants, imagine with my Royal Caribbean Sport Staff top and my white sneakers, which I might be getting soon. I bought them from a company called Crazy Yoga, and they are basically just a really super lightweight exercise pant because I wanted to have some pants that I could wear when I'm like out in the sun to protect me from the sun. So I didn't want them to be really heavy like the pants that they do offer. The pants that they give you or you buy when you first get there are track pants, and so they're way too hot to be wearing in the sun. These are just like so thin and light, and they've got like breathable sort of patches, and they're super comfy. So I think they're going to be a good one for in the Caribbean heat. I mean, they pretty much look like the other pants that they give us, but they're just thinner, so I'm hoping I get away with it. Alright, so another purchase has been made. It is Sunday. There have been some advancements potentially in contracts, but we're not going to discuss that now. I do have my visa appointment this week, This is a purchase I've been wanting to make for a while now. So I've been watching the price of this and it's been like $250 consistently for the past few months. And then in the Afterpay sales, I saw you could get it for $230 at Woolworths and Big W, but you still had to pay $10 shipping. So that's like $10 off. But I went to JB Hi-Fi today hoping that if I showed them the price, they'd let me buy it at that price and then not have to pay the shipping. So I got 20 bucks off. They found it for $212 and gave it to me for that price. So it is a Kobo Clara black and white, which is basically an e-reader. I did a lot of research on e-readers thinking initially that I wanted a Kindle, but what I did find out is Kobos are actually better depending on what you want, but Kobos have the ability to connect to the library system that we have here in Sydney. Normally I can get that on the iPad, but the iPad's quite big and bulky, but if I can get library books on here, but also just any books that I can then take on the cruise ship with me, because a book is quite bulky to take around. Da, da, da. Oh, she's beautiful. So that is the size of it against my head. It's not too big at all. I thought ideally it will fit into like my crossbody bag that I take around when I'm working on the ship. So whenever I happen to have some downtime, I don't have to worry about having a book on me. I can just whip this one out. That is my Kobo. It is now a few days later and a lot of damage has been done. My paycheck is coming in tomorrow, hopefully, to undo some of the damage. Let me show you the biggest purchase, or what I'm most excited to see. If you, actually don't know if I even showed on here, but basically when I went on my first contract, the luggage I took was this one, which is a very classic Michelle luggage, which I always considered to be like a large sized suitcase. And then I had another one which then fit inside this one, which was really handy when you have not a lot of space in the cabin. So after you unpacked, it could just go under the bed out of the way. But what I noticed is this actually isn't that big. I think it's what you would consider a medium suitcase. Also, fun fact, I'm pretty sure my family got this in 2012 when we were in Las Vegas. So this is old. It's even got my Disney cruise tag on. Did think I was going to invest in one item for sure, but would just hopefully make my life a little bit easier. But it did come with a lot of measuring, and we're going to test out if my mathematics is correct, because I got a large suitcase. So this is Fly Light. I got it from Strand on sale, and from, if my calculations are correct, my blue suitcase should fit inside this one. So my large suitcase becomes my small suitcase and this becomes my big one, which once again, I'm going to try not to fill completely, but I just don't want to have the stress of trying to squeeze everything in when I come back home. I just want things to be easy. Let's open her up and try and fit the other one inside. I once again imagined this to be a really big suitcase and I was like, there is no way this is fitting in here, but the calculations say that it should. The moment of truth. How satisfying is that? Look at this. I'm gonna go show my mum. You'll all be pleased to know Mum was very impressed. I've just been screaming, oh my gosh, I love it, in the house and giving it hugs. The other thing, a bit random, that I had to pick up, the reason I went to the mall today, I got some photos printed. I need to take in a physical one for my visa appointment interview, and then I got these 2 packages delivered today. Funnily enough, this Amazon one, I was going to order something and then I realized we had it ourselves at home. I don't know when our family acquired this, and my family didn't use it, so I was like, I'm claiming that to take it with. What that is a suction cup soap dish, which, yes, I am a bar soap girly, which I did take on my last contract, but in the little corner bit that they have for your soap, it's kind of not enough space and makes a mess of everything. But if I take this, suction it on the wall like above, then it's not going to take up the space and make a mess, and then I can take it off and clean it as I will. So that is so handy dandy. Okay, I think I do have another Amazon package coming later this week. I ordered everything together, but it's coming separately. I'm not going to go too much into this, but I bought some nipple covers for when you have dresses and stuff for doors I think it would just be handy to have these because my current method probably isn't the best method, but that's all I'm going to say. I'm not even going to open this actually because I think it's the most compact it's ever going to get here. If you remember my last video, maybe I'll put a photo here, I purchased magnetic shelves and hooks and they were literally the most amazing thing ever. I wasn't sure if I was going to do another contract or not, so I actually gave them away to my friends on board, so they are living still on Spectrum of the Seas. I did buy myself a new set and I'm going to leave it packaged like this, I think. Exact same thing that I purchased for the last contract of my hanging storage unit. I could not live in a cruise cabin without, to be honest. Like, they just brought me so much more storage, and then like convenient storage, being able to put it right next to my bed or have extra hooks to hang my uniforms on, or literally all my shoes and socks went in this. I see everyone wear these and they look so cool, and I'm gonna be really sad if they don't look as cool on me. I don't know if they look cool. They look weird from a distance. They look like I've got swimming goggles on. But what do we think? You can let me know what you think, or don't if you don't think they look good, because I'll be sad. Anyway, the last purchase, once again, I think the moral of the story is there were some things that I purchased for the last contract that just hit so well that the thought of doing another contract made me certain that I had to purchase similar, or if not the exact same item once again. And this is another one of them. Deja vu. I found this out literally the first week I was on board. Those New Balances that I got, the 1080s, are actually really hard to come by. I think I like got one of the last pairs. When I came home, I tried to repurchase them because I loved them so much and I couldn't find them anywhere. They did have the 880s, which are looking quite similar, I would say. Like, they're not exactly the same, but they have the same features that I really liked, and actually a black sole, which hopefully will be a bit better at not looking so dirty. If you're working as sports staff for Royal Caribbean, you need a good pair of white sneakers, and I loved these my last contract. They were also good for like running and going to the gym. I love New Balance, and I love New Balance Fresh Foam, so I'm very excited for these. They look so pristine and new. If only you saw how my other ones look. Another Amazon package coming by the end of the week, which I will show you. These are the items that I needed to for sure know I had. Okay, I'm gonna leave you there. Bye. The old, which, look, I did really try to stay on top of cleaning. Also, look how worn down the tread is versus the new. Pretty similar, let's be honest, but I love the style, so I do think I do prefer this one more. Like, if I could have gotten this one, would have gotten it again, but these all were on sale, so I think I did get these for actually cheaper than I would have purchased these, but I love them both. Alright friends, we are home from work and another day, another package. This is another bit of my Amazon order. I mean, one of these things is not related. I bought more broccoli sprout seeds for my sprouting adventures. I bought magnets again, which I bought these exact magnets when I went on Spectrum. So they're super duper handy, but I did give them away. Fun purchase. I just wanted a sort of shoulder bag for when I'm on doors and my dress doesn't have pockets. Got my little phone and my C-Pass in, and it also comes with a gold chain one. So I'm like, if we go out, I don't know where we go out clubbing, but that could be handy for like a crossbody moment if I wanted to dance. She's cute. I like her. Maybe I should take it tonight. Anyways, that is all for now. Today we are going to Officeworks to pick up my prints of the documents that I need for the visa and get some visa photos done. So I'm going to have a cup of tea, quick shower, and then head to Officeworks before we go out for dinner. And half free Yochi. It's 50% off Yochi, sort of. Me and the girls are doing that. Bye!